Now so what you are going to learn in today's session? Today's session, we are going to start with the components of Power BI desktop. One second, let me just. What is Power BI desktop? Power BI desktop is a self-service business intelligence tool. Self-service business intelligence tool. So nowadays, the self-service business intelligence tools are gaining a lot of popularity. So what do you mean by self-service business intelligence? Avinash, don't worry. Okay, I will probably discuss with you after this session. Okay, don't worry. I will explain it everything. Today, the other guy did not join, the English speaking guy. Anyhow, I'll use the very simple English. You should be able to understand. Okay. Okay, self-service business intelligence tool. In the sense, the Power BI desktop tool, right? It will help you to build the simple and basic reports without having too much of technical knowledge. Even a layman can also, common man can also develop report using Power BI desktop. It is that much simple. Now the question is, okay, Power BI desktop is a self-service business intelligence tool, fine. But okay, it is self-service business intelligence tool. Not only Power BI desktop is a self-service business intelligence tool, and Tableau, and you have something else called ClickSense. Likewise, different tools are available in the market. Okay. Earlier, if you see 5 years back or 4 or 5 years back, the Tableau was in the leader quadrant of the Gartner's quadrant. Okay, Gartner's quadrant. Don't worry about Gartner's quadrant. See, it's something like, no, they are some kind of research firm. They do research about the tools and trends that are there in the IT industry, software industry. Okay, even for other industry, they do it. So according to them, they rated this one as a best one. So now the Microsoft Power BI desktop tool is gaining a lot of popularity. This tool is dominating the market. Power BI desktop. Okay, so it is also called self-service business intelligence because you don't need a lot of technical knowledge to create a simple or a moderately complex report. You can create it on your own. But still, if you the learning curve is not much to create simple and less complex reports. Anybody can create it, but maybe it is not just simply you can drag and drop with little. If you spend little time to learn the software, right, the tool, how to navigate the tool, all the things, then you can create the report on your own. You don't have to depend on other people. Okay, usually, see, if you take any enterprise, for example, you are working for Walmart. Walmart is the world's largest retail chain. We all know, right? So in the case of Walmart, you take Walmart or any companies, what they do, right? They have something like IT team, information technology team. Apart from this, they have the clerical job, finance team will be there. Different departments are there. Okay. And they were like, assortment planning. You have something like assortment planning. Likewise, different departments are there. If you take any company, finance department will be there, right? Finance will be there. Payroll department will be there. The payroll department, their responsibility is every month they process your salary and they'll credit your salary. They credit the salary to each employee in the bank, right? And the finance, they are the one responsible for, the managing the money, everything, okay, cash flow, everything. And the IT department, what they do is the finance department and payroll department, and you have something like marketing department, right? So what they do is if they need any report, they used to contact the IT department, information technology department. So there, a couple of developers will be there, managers will be there, architects will be there. What they do is, okay, So they will ask, they will find out their requirement by talking to these guys, and then they will do some documentation, and then they develop the reports, and then they share it back to them on a priority basis. Okay, so there are some reports that needs to be created immediately or generated immediately, because those reports not only needs to be those reports not only required by. So who is this 9395746? If anybody joins, please, type your name. Okay. We had some issues in the past. Who is this? Is this Sumit? It is Sumit. It is fine. Okay, fine. Okay, or Prem. Okay, let it be there. Okay. So here, the department different, because the finance department people, they do not know the how to use Power BI and how to write SQL queries. The same is applicable with payroll and marketing department. These people, they don't know programming, they don't know software, but they are very good in finance. A finance manager, right? Or the chief financial officer will be there. Those guys are very good with handling money, everything. Okay, maintaining the records, everything. But they don't know programming. They don't know the tools. If they wanted to see any report, what they do, they contact the IT team. And IT team is responsible to create the reports and then share it with various department. Okay. So these guys, they will check whether the report generated by the IT department people are in line with their requirement or not. If it is satisfying their requirement, then they'll be happy. They'll be using the report. When it comes to Power BI, see here, there is a dependency here. The finance team has to request IT team to generate a report, whatever they needed. Similarly, payroll and marketing department, they have to contact the IT department to create the reports that are required for them. Okay. So again, there are certain reports that needs to be created on priority. See, for example, in the case of marketing department, the marketing manager every month end, he wants to see the sales achieved by all the salesperson. The sales representative, right? Sales rep. Sales rep 1, sales rep 2, sales rep 3. Let's sales rep 1 is Avinash. This is Sumit. This is Prem. What this manager wants to see is, how much sales achieved by each salesperson. Have they achieved on par with the target? What is the actual versus target? He wants to see at the every month end, he wants to see that. In case of any deviation, if they are falling way below the target, right? So then they have to act swiftly, quickly. If they don't act quickly, what will happen? The poor performer will still paid by the company unnecessarily. Okay, he is not, this guy is not at all generating more revenue. But if you don't see the report, how will you get to know whether this guy is, each salesperson, how they are doing? How do you know? Only when you see the report, when you compare actual versus target. Actual versus target. This is the target the marketing manager will set to each and every salesperson, right? Their report is, hey, you need to, Avinash, this is the target. You need to achieve every month, let's say, 50,000. But what is the actual? Did he achieved 50,000? Let's the actual what he achieved was, let's say, 20,000. Okay. So then what we will do is that manager will, when you look at the report, he will get to know that. So he is supposed to achieve 50,000, but he achieved only 20,000 or 25,000. He just achieved 50% of the target. So 25,000 is 50% of 50,000, right? 50% of the target only achieved. So why was he not able to? Is it because of the lockdown, or is it because of any uncertainty in that specific area or something like that? Okay. Or economic slowdown or something like that. Okay. No, the market is, the economy is really booming. Everything is good, but still, if this guy is not achieving more, what the manager can do is he can call Avinash and he can find out from him. And then if he needs any special training, he will train them. So this is how you need to talk to the customer. This is how you need to generate the lead. This is how you need to convert it. By giving some training, it may help him to, achieve the target. So if the manager do not see the report at all like this, how much Avinash, made sales, generated the sales, how much target we setting. If you don't see it, what will happen? Every month he is going to generate only 25,000. At the year end, what will happen is when the manager look at it, oh, compared to all the other guys, this guy did not perform well at all. 12 months, I paid him salary, but he did not do any good job. We cannot blame the employee also because, you have recruited a less experienced person. You should have trained him. Okay. So instead of realizing it at the year end, I did not train him well. Right? If you look at the report every month, this is called monitoring and measuring. So every month when you monitor the performance of each employee, you can give the feedback then and there. And if there is a need, listen, this Avinash is a very good guy. He's a hardworking guy, but he doesn't know the tactics, the tricks of the trade. He doesn't know. So probably when we train him, he will pick up. Okay, so now you understood, right? So the why they need a report. They wanted to track, the performance, salesperson's performance. Okay, and again, region performance. They want to see region-wise sales performance, whether which region is performing well, which region is not performing well. So is to check the business performance. Obviously, you need to have the reports. In order to create the reports, you need to have the data. Okay, data is there, but we need to have the tool. You can use an Excel, but with Excel, you cannot do automation. Again, with Excel, a lot of limitations are there. Okay, so that's when what they do is they will use something called the self-service business. And with this tool, each department, instead of depending completely on the IT department to generate these reports, what they themselves can generate the basic and simple reports. Okay, so that is so that's when this concept gained a lot of popularity. The self-service term, okay, the self-service business intelligence tool. As I explained in this case, marketing manager, right? Instead of let's say every month beginning, he wants to receive you want to you want this report to be made available to them. But IT department, if they delay it, what will happen? They will not be able to see each salesperson's sales performance on time. Okay, so what will happen is, things can go haywire if you don't monitor and track or measure it on time, right? So in that case, okay, if I ask the IT team, they take more time. Better is there any way I can create the report on my own? Yes, because simple reports and all, you can, sales are the actual and target each employee wise. It will not take much time, right? Even a layman in the sense, a common man, okay? Even a common man without having Power BI desktop can also, with little learning on Power BI tool, they themselves can create the report. That is the reason why we call this self-service business intelligence tool. Let's say you don't have Power BI tool at all. In our company, they are using a Python programming language. In that case, the marketing manager, you think he can learn Python and over the night he can create the report? No, right? Already he has been hard pressed with a lot of other priorities. His, VP, Vice President, Marketing, he calls him and he gives a lot of priority. Hey, how many salespersons are there? What is the sales performance? Everything. Karthik, 1 second. I don't know why is he joining. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. There is some good. Karthik, you don't have a session today, yaar. You have it on Monday, Karthik. Karthik, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. I'll make sure that going forward, we are not going to have any more confusion like this. Karthik, you can join on Monday, no? So, Or why don't you call me now quickly? Okay, you just see, there are some anonymous people, right? They simply join here and cause some confusions. So this is the thing here, okay? And oh, Karthik, okay, this Karthik. I got confused. Sorry, Karthik, I got confused with another Karthik. Please join the session. Huh? It is intended for you. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting confused with multiple Karthiks. Okay, you join quickly. Huh? Not a problem. Sorry, Karthik. Sorry to you all, but I'll make sure that no more confusions, right, going forward. Okay, I'm not going to, accommodate more people also. Unnecessary confusions. End of the day, training is important. Your placement is very important. Your time is very important for me. Okay, so now you understood the what exactly self-service business intelligence tool is all about. You should be able to develop the reports on your own instead of depending on the IT department. Any simple, basic, or medium complex, you should be able to create it on the own. Fine. Okay. Now you understood what exactly self-service business intelligence tool is. And there are a lot of tools are available like Tableau, ClickSense, Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is dominating the BI business intelligence space. Okay. In the case of business intelligence space, the Power BI tool is gaining a lot of popularity because they introduce a lot of features in Power BI Desktop. And also it is a free software. Okay. And next, what we will do is we will continue with the understanding the navigation, the components. What are the components are there in Power BI Desktop, and then how to navigate the Power BI Desktop tool. Followed by this, we will take a look at how to connect to different data sources. So we are using .csv file. What is .csv? Comma separated value files. Comma separated values and .xls file, different data sources, different companies. Especially when you work with the larger enterprises, they are using different types of files. JSON file, XLS files, .csv. On top, they are using Hadoop file system. Okay. And also they are using the Hadoop data warehouse, okay, HDFS. And again, NoSQL database. They use NoSQL database. Likewise, SQL database, NoSQL database, Hadoop file system, and likewise, different types of source systems, their data are lying. In order to do analytics, they need to bring in the data from different sources. And again, a lot of things are available on cloud. It's now everything is on cloud. But most of the enterprise, if you see, they moved everything on cloud. Okay. So, right. So now what we'll do is we'll take a look at next. We will take a look at how to connect to various systems. Hadoop, it's not possible because I don't have Hadoop installed on the system. But if you learn these things, that is enough. And followed by this, we'll take a look at what is Power Query Editor, how we can perform the data transformation. See, if your manager calls you and asks you to create a report, what is the first thing that you needed? You need to have the data. You will say your manager, okay, sir, I will create this report. You want this report? Okay, fine. And can you give me the data? Okay, he has given you the data. What is the next step? As soon as you receive the data from him, can you create the report? No. The data is available, fine, but how good the data is. If there is a problem with the data, you cannot do anything, right? That the quality of the data is important. Quality of the data is very much important. Data is important. So for that, what we do is we use a component called Power Query Editor, which is available as part of your Power BI desktop itself, using which we do the data cleaning, data pre-processing, everything we do it. I use an analogy, for the Power Query editor as our kitchen. In our kitchen, what we do, let's say you bought a meat, right? Chicken meat you bought it. So what you do is you need to clean it, and then you need to, take different recipes and mix it, prepare the masala, and then mix with the chicken, right? And then only you go and start do the cooking. Before cooking, you process this one, right? Cleaning all the things. So likewise, when it comes to data, you need to first check the quality of the data. So whether the data has any empty values in it, any duplicate values are there in it, you need to go and check it. Okay, and also all the data are not available in a single file. Most of the time, what we do is we have to take multiple files and combine those multiple files into a single file. All these things, combining the data from multiple files and cleaning the data, removing the duplicate records, and performing some kind of data imputation in case of any empty values in our table, right? So in that kind of situation also, what we do is we are going to address it. So for that purpose, we use Power Query Editor. Okay. And today what we will do is we will take a look at, we will start with a very basic thing, the Power BI desktop tool. So Power BI desktop is a free software. It's kind of an open source. Anybody can go and download from Microsoft website. They don't charge anything for it. And also it is not a trial version software. Okay. You can use it as long as you want it. When it comes to Tableau, there is something called Tableau tool. Even the Tableau was also very popular once. Now also most of the customers, they use Tableau. But compared to Power BI, now Power BI gained a lot of momentum. A lot of customers now they started using Power BI because of features and many things, cost. But Tableau also you can go and download it, but it is a trial, only trial version is available. You can use it only for 15 days. 15 days only you can use it. And again, you cannot load the entire data. For example, you have 100,000 records are there in your Excel file, you cannot load it. There are some limitations with the trial version itself. Okay, but when it comes to Microsoft Power BI Desktop, you can use, you can use whatever maybe the data you have it, whatever the volume of the data you have it. And also, right, again, when it comes to pre-version, there is some kind of limitations, but not like Tableau. But there is no trial version. It's, you can use it as long as you want it. And every once in 2 months or so, Microsoft, they keep introduce new features. Every once in 2 months, if you go and check on their website, and if you download it once again, if you reinstall it, your Power BI desktop will support all the latest features, whatever they introduced it, right? You can use it. You can leverage those features. Okay, so that is the, what do you mean by leverages the features? Monica, you know Hindi? Do you know Hindi? Yeah, so Monica, okay, I just unmute. Can you tell me, the leverage the features of the features that are available? What do you mean by leverages the features? Can you tell me in Hindi? Because I have
Leveraging means basically using. So
Hindi, if you tell
in Hindi,
yeah, utilizing, right? Utilizing
yeah, utilizing.
basically leveraging in the sense utilizing the features.
Yeah.
Okay. Utilizing the features supported by Power BI. Okay. So that is the whole idea. Here, it is not like, you can utilize the Power BI desktop to especially when you install the software every once in 2 months, the latest version, right? As and when they introduce the latest version, you can download and install it. When you install it next time, let's say first time install one version, and then next time after 2 months also when they let's say when they introduce a new version, what you do is you can download it, install it. Next time when you install it, what will happen is it will update your existing software. Okay. And then what will happen is all the features, whatever they introduced it, you can utilize it, you can leverage it. Okay. So with the advanced features, you can perform advanced analytics, all the thing you can do it. Got it? So that is the thing. Okay, that is the advantage of this one. Okay, so the Power BI also, they're introducing a lot of new. That is also the reason why it gained a lot of popularity. And the Microsoft Power BI desktop is completely free, absolutely free, and there is no trial version, nothing. You can use it as long as you want it. Only thing is, if you once you develop a report in your Power BI desktop, look here, this is my Power BI. Let me open the Power BI desktop. So how do you download and install it? 1 second, I just clean the screen. You can go to Google and type download Power BI desktop for Windows. So those of you are yet to install it, please do it now, at least now. Download Power BI desktop for Windows. You need to type it in Google and click on this link. See, those of you already installed, a month back or so, you can give it a try now. So maybe if you install it, reinstall it again, it'll install the latest version. Look here, what I did, I just slow down. I just go back here. I went to the Google. Download Power BI desktop for Windows. Type this, and you can see that the very first one, right? This is where you will get the very first link, wherein you can find the downloadable version. You can download the Power BI desktop. I just click on this one. It will take me. It took me here. And then if I scroll down a bit here, I can see that English. You don't do anything. Click on download one more time, and it will take you to this place. And I would suggest you and strongly recommend you to select this one. Okay, there are two different installation files are available. This is meant for 64-bit. Select this one. Click on next. And then what you do is, that's it. Once you click on next, the download will get initiated like this. You need to wait for some time. It depends on your network bandwidth. Okay, if your network bandwidth is really good, it will be pretty fast, the download. That's all. So the next step is just click on that exe file and then click on run. So this is your installation window, the first window, okay, the English language. Select language English, click on the next one, and it will ask for your consent, whether you want to proceed with installing the Power BI desktop. Yes, click on yes. Where is that? Preparing to install. Okay, you will find something like this. After a while, it will take you to the next page. And here you will find the message, something computing space requirements. It checks whether you have sufficient space available in your laptop to install the software. If you have sufficient space that is available, then the next button will get enabled. See, currently it is disabled. Still, it is computing. It will take some time to compute, in the sense to check how much space you have in your hard disk, whether you have sufficient space available in your hard disk or not. It will check it. If that is available, then the next button will get enabled. And always it is a best practice in your laptop, especially in the C drive, keep at least 100 GB free space. Okay. The worst case, at least keep 50 to 70 GB free space. Look here, still it is going on. Because I installed so many softwares. Not only I have other two more laptops are there. And this is the one I'm using it more frequently. A lot of softwares, hence it is a bit slow. Though the RAM is a bit high, still it is slow. The interest of others, right? Those are yet to install, let us wait for some time, okay? I hope all of you are installing it side by side with me, right? Those of you already installed, please ignore it. And those of you installed it 2 months back, please redo it one more time. Reinstall it one more time. 2 months back or 1.5 month back, right? You can reinstall it once again, so that you can leverage, which means utilize the latest features introduced by Power BI, the Microsoft. Every once in 2 months, they keep introducing new features. My God, it takes this much of time. Okay, let it be there. Okay, till it displays. In my case, I already installed the Power BI desktop. You can watch my system here. Let us use that time effectively until this button gets enabled. Okay, let's not wait until this one get enabled. What I do, let's once this software gets installed successfully, then you need to go to your start button and just type Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. That's it. You'll find this one, something like this. Okay, open. Either you can click on this one or click on open. Okay, you should be able to see the open here. Okay, when you see the open here, either you can click on here or you can click on. So I'm going to click on it here. It will launch the Power BI desktop tool. This one I already installed it. Okay. For you people to understand how to install, I just started with this one. Still, it is going on. Okay, look here. Please wait while setup wizard prepares to guide you through the installation. Migrating future states from related applications. Look here. Even I think the one that I installed it, is not the up-to-date one, it seems. See, migrating feature states from related applications. There are two things. If you are installing it first time, it will first check the space availability. If the sufficient amount of space is available, the next button will enable. You need to click on next, 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 next. That's it. Keep hit the next button. And finally, you will see installation successfully installed. Oddly, one or two students, they pose this issue. Okay, see, in the last two batches, I trained almost 36 students. Of the 36, only 2 students, they posed some issues because they were using very old laptop and all. Look here, even when you click on the already installed one, let us see what happens. See, there are two things. One is, first time when you install it, it will check the space availability, and then you need to keep click on the next button until you find the installation successful. The thing. Once you find the message installation successful, then you go to the start button, type Power BI desktop, and click on that one. It will launch the Power BI desktop. The second one is, see, in my case, I have installed the Power BI desktop, already. So what happened? I installed it maybe 1.5 months back, and now it automatically detects and it tries to update the existing Power BI desktop with the latest one. It will not ask email, no? No, it will not ask email. Jivananda, why don't you share your screen? Let me see. I will make you a host. And why don't you share your screen? How about others? Avinash, I think you installed it, right? Avinash and Deepak. Why don't you try it out? Karthik, oh, why don't? Oh, enter your in Power BI dashboard, work together. Click on cancel. Hey, you installed it, right? See, click on cancel, cancel. Click cancel. I said cancel. That's all. You installed it. You are able to open it, right? Yeah. So don't click on get data from another source. Leave it. Okay. So what you do is your software got installed and you are able to open it. That's all. Okay. So then it's fine. You are able to install it. Fine. US got installed successfully. Fine. And what I will do is I'm going to not leave meeting. Okay. I need to reclaim. Okay. Look here, in my case, the Power BI desktop, which it got launched, and then the installation is still going on, right? That part. 1 second, let me just see in my case. Yes, the setup wizard will install Microsoft Power BI Desktop x64 on your system. Okay, and those of you are installing first time, you just watch this. Okay, click on next, and then I accept the terms in the license agreement. Click on next. Don't do anything here. Don't make any changes. Simply don't try to install in D drive. Don't do it. Okay, leave it as it is. If you don't have sufficient space available in C drive, please clean up and then install it. Okay, don't install it in D drive. Okay, click on next. Install. That's it. Even let me install the latest version. I will just close this one. Even if it takes time, let it be there. Look here, this is what is going on. The first step is installation. Make sure that you have installed all the necessary software so that you're all set. Okay, what we will do is side by side. We can go to the another thing, Google browser. Go to google.com. And Avinash, please bear with me. I know you already installed it, right? If you have not yet installed, once again, you just download SQL Server. All of you, Maunika, including you, please go to the Google browser, side by side, download the SQL Server for Windows. And Deepak and Jivanandam, you already installed this one, right? You don't install it again, okay? Download SQL Server for Windows. You need to download this software also, okay? Because we are going to use SQL Server also. Okay, and it'll take you. I just copy paste this one in the chat window to you all. And Karthik, you can also try it out, okay? And once it takes you here, you just scroll down a bit. In this page, you just scroll down and then you will find something called Express here. You'll find something called Express. Click on download now. You need to download the SQL Server Express Edition. Jivanandam, I think you already installed it, right? Yeah. If you've already installed, then you don't have to do it. Okay. See, only thing is Power BI, every once in 2 months, we have to upgrade it. Okay. Because they introduce new features. But when it comes to SQL Server, I don't think so. They introduce the features that frequently. Anyhow, we are not going to spend too much time on the SQL Server. All we need is an RDBMS. If the RDBMS is related to Microsoft, it is good because Power BI is a Microsoft product. But in the SQL Server, we create tables and we insert the data into those tables. And using Power BI, how we can connect to the SQL Server to pull the data. For that purpose, we are going to use this software. That's all. And you might be asking this question: why the Microsoft SQL Server? Why can't it be MySQL? MySQL is also free edition. MySQL now it became part of Oracle. Number one. Number two is most of the customers already having the Microsoft SQL Server. They are the one preferring Microsoft Power BI Desktop. Okay, they want to have the single vendor related product. Otherwise, managing multiple vendor is a difficult thing for them. For example, you are running a company. In your company, if you buy a database from RDBMS software from Oracle, and then if you buy Power BI from Microsoft, and then if you buy something else from IBM, at the end of the day, any issue comes, you need to run after these three guys, right? Instead, if you buy all the products that are available in a single vendor, you go and buy it there. You will get more discount, and you can demand them additional discount, right? All the things, all the those benefit you can get it. Another thing is those customers already they bought Microsoft SQL Server. They already installed it. A lot of huge volume of data are already stored there. They don't want to keep switch from one place to another place, one RDBMS to another RDBMS. So those customers obviously they prefer Microsoft related tools like Power BI Desktop and Power Automate, those kind of things. Okay, so what you are trying to say, you have installed it or not yet installed it? Tamilliye solunga parvailla. Here what I am saying is I will make you host. 1 second, I will make a host. Ivan, can you share your screen? Yeah. All of you, please watch his screen also. In case any issues, that will be a lesson for you all. Why don't you share your screen? Jivananda. Yeah, you are here, right? Yeah. So you have not yet downloaded it? You already installed it, right? Click on basic. Okay. Okay, you watch his screen. You did not install it. Okay. See, once the software get downloaded, the exe file, the SQL Server exe file, right? You need to click on that exe file, and then it will take you to the installation window like this. Jivananda, click on the previous button in the interest of others. Okay. Right. Once you click on the exe file, the SQL Server installation window, you'll find it something like this. The first option you need to select basic. Select basic, click on basic. Next one is accept, click on accept. Install, that's it. Click on install, yeah. Prem, I think you're also doing it, right? If you have not yet done, please go ahead. And Avinash and others, Karthik, including if you have not yet installed the SQL Server, please go ahead and download and install it. So go to the Google browser, type download SQL Server for Windows. The download will not take much time. It will take less than 5 seconds or so. You need to wait. Download, wait. Download successful. Don't do anything. It is currently the installation is in progress currently. Don't disturb anything. Let it go. Those of you already installed, please bear with us, okay? Because couple of people, I want to make sure that everyone install all the necessary software. At least for the next 2 months, right? You can upgrade your bandwidth also, the internet bandwidth, till the training gets completed, and right, because the interview preparation and all, right, you need the internet speed should be faster. Okay, it will take some time, and then you will find a message like installation was successful. And then what you need to do is you need to click on the cross. Can you show where the cross is there on top, Jivanandam? In the interest of others, the cross sign, X mark on the top right corner. Don't click on it. Wait. Once you see the message, installation was done successfully, then you need to click on the cross. That's it. And then you need to install another tool called SSIS. Look here, you take the screenshot. Take the screenshot and then put it in a Word document or so. Or take a screenshot, put it in MS Paint and save it and put it in your laptop so that you can refer it back later point in time. See, guys, what you are saying is the first one. Don't click on cross, Jivananda, wait for some time. So here, what you are saying is the first one is SQL Express. Next to that, you can see the connection string. Server is equivalent to localhost / SQL Express, database equal to master, trusted connection equal to true. Okay, this is the default connect string. And second one is SQL administrators. And this is, I think, your installation folder also, okay? And then the features installed, SQL engine, the Express ENU. You don't have to worry about the rest of the things. And the only thing is you need to know your connection string. This is the connection string that you need to use it to connect to your SQL server. Localhost / SQL Express. That's it. Now you click on cross on the top. So installation has completed successfully. Good. Click on yes. Click on yes. Now I would suggest you to go to Google once again, browser, and then here type google.com. Or here you type, download SSMS. We have something else called SSMS. SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio for Windows. Yeah, correct. For Windows. And the first one, yes, click on that. If you scroll down on this page, scroll down. Yeah, for a free download for wait. That's all. Yeah, click on the free download for SQL Server Management Studio. That is the one you need to click on it. Yes, click on it. Download it. Yeah, see now the download got initialized. The SSMS setup at the left, the lower left corner. If you see, you can see that. See the cursor where it is there, right? Yeah, that is where your exe file, the SSMS file is getting downloaded. Karthik, I hope you're also doing it right, side by side. click on that exe file which got downloaded, SSMS setup ENU. You need to click on it. Avinash, hope you are doing it. I guess you already installed it, right? Type it in the chat window. If you already look here, that's it. Next, click on install. You just clicked on the exe file, and now the installation window got open. You just clicked on the install. Simple. Look here, it's going on. The installation is going on. Wait for some time. I think the SSMS will take time to install it. This is the one will take time. Let's see how it goes. Again, it depends on Jeevanandam's bandwidth, network bandwidth. Let's wait for some time. Wait for some time. Don't disturb it. Look here, all specified components have been installed successfully. Setup completed. You need to wait till this, okay? Till you find this message, you need to wait it. Now, he is all set. Who? Jeevanandam. Okay, click on close. Now what you do is you go to the start button. Next to the start button, yeah, here you can just type the SSMS. Okay, click on the the first one, Microsoft SQL Management Studio, right? Click on that one. Wait for some time. It will take some time to open it. You have to have a lot of patience. You can probably close this one. This one will confuse them. Yeah. Look here, the Management Studio is being initialized. The tool got launched now. Now it's being launched. Look here. That's it, right? So here you can see that the server type as SQL database engine, the server name, okay, the laptop hyphen, it automatically picked up its laptop name, and followed by that the /, and then you can see that SQL Express. The third line, authentication window, don't disturb anything, click on connect. The The server details, everything got picked up automatically. You don't have to type anything. Simply click on connect. So look here, it got connected successfully to the SQL server. That's all, guys. So next to the databases, you can see the plus sign. Click on the plus sign. Yes, you can. These are the system databases. I hope all of you, those of you who are yet to install, or those of you are installing it parallelly now, you are able to connect it, right? And I would suggest you all to be more proactive, right? So before you join the session, keep your laptop, everything on. Don't join from your mobile phone. Okay. And once you join it from your laptop, it'll be easier. Okay. So that you can share your screen like how he has shared, right? The Zoom meeting, he joined from his laptop. So that I can ask him to share his screen. He is sharing it using Zoom. With this, I'm giving guidance. This is one thing, and then try to do it in parallel. So there are certain things, right? You can practice it along with me. Don't postpone it. I will watch it. I will do it later. You will not do it. Prem, how about you, Prem? Prem, Avinash, Maunika, and Karthik. I think all of you are in sync, right? You're all in the same page. In the sense, you're all doing the same thing, right? You're able to connect it. No shy, nothing. Okay, if you have any issues, it's the end of the day, your life. Fine, we are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, share my laptop now. Okay, how about Avinash? Can you share your screen? I just want to make sure that you have installed. See, guys, I cannot spend time to check each and every one of your laptop. And let me do one thing.
Yeah.
See, I made a mistake. Right? I paused it and I did not resume it.
Yeah.
So that's what. See, there are, once again, for the sake of recording, right? I just, good that you reminded. And so, and others also, I request you, right? In case I pass it, please remind me, okay? For the benefit of all, okay? And the report canvas, the first component, the second component is your Power Query Editor. And then the third component is Power Pivot. Okay. And here, so what we are seeing, the current one, right? This is what your report canvas. Okay. And I meant about this icon. Okay. This icon is nothing but report canvas. The Power Pivot is nothing about this icon. This is where you can see the model, everything. If I click on this here, this is where we create the data model, design, everything. This is very much important when it comes to Power BI. When you work with more than one file, you have to do the data model design. That we will discuss it later on, and it is too early to discuss about that. At this moment, you remember there are three components are available as part of the Power BI desktop. One is the report canvas. By default, when you open when you launch the Power BI desktop, what you see is your report canvas. And this is your Power Pivot. Suppose if I go here, and if I do the data model design, and again, if I want to go back to my report canvas, you need to click on this icon. Look here. This is where we create all the charts, maps, tables, everything. This is where we do the report design, everything. Okay. The next one is the Power Query Editor. I related this one with kitchen. In our home kitchen, we do data cleaning, data pre-processing, everything here. So where it is available, it is not available as an icon here. And instead, ideally, they should have kept an icon here itself, right? What do you think? Power Query Editor. Even for this, they could have kept an icon here instead of going there. So look here, you need to go to in the home ribbon. You will find the transform data, and you click on the transform data button. When you click on this, it will open the Power Query Editor. So it will launch the Power Query Editor outside of your Power BI desktop. Look here, this is, this got launched outside of this one, okay? But still it is part of this one. So what you are seeing is your Power Query, the second component, Power Query Editor. Got it? This is Power Query. There are three components: report canvas, Power Query Editor, and Power Pivot. So here, the report canvas, we create the charts, maps, everything. The Power Query Editor, we clean the data, we pre-process the data. In Power Pivot, we do the data modeling. It's something like before you construct an house, you need to have the blueprint, right? That is what you just think at this moment. Power Pivot, we create the blueprint, something like that. Okay. See, there are, I just repeat one more time. See, if you want to create a report, you need data. Okay, data is available, but the data is not clean. Okay, you need to do pre-processing. You need to clean the data. Okay, in simple term, clean the data, or pre-process the data, right? So now your data is ready to create the report. In order to create the report, we cannot still, you are not ready to create a report. Okay, data is available. You clean the data. Now the cleaned pre-processed data is available. Still, you cannot directly go and create the report. Okay. In the case of more than, let's say you have more than one file or more than one table, you are going to use it to create a report. In that case, you need to do the data modeling. Okay, where you do it? In the Power Pivot. And then only you start create the report. You go to the report canvas. This is where you go and create the charts, everything. Okay, here we create charts, maps. And at the end of the day, this is your report. Okay. So data will be given by someone, your manager, or somewhere, the SQL database or Hadoop system, the data is available. But you need to check how good the given data is. The data is not clean, you need to do the pre-processing. Where you do the pre-processing, you do the pre-processing in the Power Query Editor. Most of the time, we do it here itself. Power Query Editor. Okay, and then the data modeling, we do it here. Report canvas, this is where we create the charts, everything. Now, I'm going to talk about the Power Query Editor. Okay, so now you understood three components. What are the three components? The report canvas, Power Query Editor, Power Pivot. Remember this. See, there are certain things, yes, you have to remember it. Okay, whether no matter what is your level, if you're a director or a VP, they don't care. Okay, if you say you are a VP technology, you should know in and out. If you say I'm a 55-year-old guy or 60-year-old guy or 55-year-old guy, I'm a VP technology, I don't know, then you are in the wrong picture. They will send you out, no matter what your level is. Okay, you need to remember it. Okay, don't think I'm VAP son. Sorry. Okay, you need to remember everything. Okay, guys. Okay, so now I just open the Power Query Editor. This is where we do the Power Query Editor is kind of outside of your Power BI desktop, but again that is available here itself. This is where we do the data cleaning, everything. Okay, fine. You understood three components, the basic components. Fine. Now what we will do is, we will load the data into Power BI desktop. Okay. So for that, you need to click on the Get Data icon. If you look at the icon for the Get Data, it is exactly similar to your Excel file. I'll just open Excel file. So they kept the icons, some icons similar to your Excel in the Power BI desktop also. Here, insert, the data, right? And I would suggest you explore this one also. Which one? Okay, here we don't have get data, right? Okay, somewhat similar to, I saw it somewhere. From Excel, okay, get data, select data, get data. Yeah, in the data, and then here's something called get data. Where the hell it is there? From source. from other sources. From okay, I just click on this one. Okay, here it is slightly different. Okay, so if you want to load any data here, right, in Power BI desktop, you need to click on the get data icon. Okay, so here the down arrow is there. If you click on this, it will show all the connectors that are available as part of your Power BI desktop. It supports, Power BI supports all type of, majority of these majority of the types of the files, Excel file and Power BI desktop, Power BI data sets, data flows, database, SQL Server, analysis services, OData feed, blank query. And if you click on more, you will find a lot of other connectors. Look here, you can see the text CSV Parquet. Parquet is also one of the popular file. It is very It is used in the big data Hadoop system. Then SharePoint folder, Microsoft SharePoint folder in the cloud. SSAS, likewise, a lot of source system files, different types of files you can load it. A lot of connectors are available. Okay, the possibilities are endless with Power BI desktop with respect to connecting to various or different types of files. Look at MySQL database, IBM Netezza, everything you can do. Most of the file system it supports. Okay. So now what I do is I just will start with a simple one. I click on the file or I just click on cancel. I just go to the get data. Here what I do is text CSV. I'm going to click on this one. What is text or CSV? Your file name, file extension is either .txt file or .csv file. What is .csv file? Comma separated value file. For example, in this case, I have something called sales.csv file is there. Click on open. You will find all these files from the place where you can download. I explained you, right, in my website where you can download it. Okay, look here. So the moment when I just redo it one more time, go to the get data and click on the text CSV. And then here you will find the sales underscore w04.csv. Right, you select this one, click on OK. You will find, so what happens is now it shows you the preview of your data. Whatever the data are available in your .csv file, it just shows the some data, okay, not the entire file data, okay, some data, preview purpose, okay. With this you can, gain a quick insight, okay, what data we have, how the data is. Look here, the moment when you take a look at this preview, you can see that the first record you have blank value, null is there, blank values are there. There's something wrong here, which means the first record is having blank record. Why do we need to have this record, right? We can remove it. The next one is, okay, the column name, everything is available, fine. Everything is good. So, all right, fine. So now what I do is I have 3 buttons available. If I click on cancel, this file will not get loaded into my Power BI desktop. If I click on the transform data, this file will get opened in my Power Query editor. So you can directly open your Power Query editor and you can do the data cleaning. Okay. So using transform, but here what I'm doing is I just hit the load button. I hit the load button. I do the data transformation later. First, let this data get loaded into my Power BI desktop. Okay, it is being loaded currently. Let us wait for some time. So now the Power BI desktop is establishing the connection with my .csv file. And then it is loading the data into your Power BI desktop now. 25,007 rows loaded. 25,000 records are there in that CSV file. I'll just open the CSV file from the operating system. I just go here. Right click on it. And then use the notepad. Open with the notepad. Notepad. Look here, if you see here, $25,000 records are there, hence it takes time to load it in the CSV file. Okay, look here. So here you can see the column name and each column, order ID, comma, order date, comma, ship date, comma, ship date. Each column was separated by a comma. Each column, see row dot ID is a column, single column, comma, order ID, comma. So each column, this column 1 was separated by the column 1 and column 2 was separated by comma. Column 2 and column 3 were separated. Each and every column were separated by comma. The data also separated by comma. So for example, if you look at this one, 32298, so this value belongs to this column, followed by this comma, whatever you see it, right? Till the next comma, this way, from this comma to this comma, in between whatever value, that belongs to the order ID. The next one belongs to order date. Okay. All I'm trying to say is the .csv, the file extension is .csv, which is nothing but the comma, this comma. I'm talking about the comma separated values file. Okay. This is the one, even today I'm seeing that most of the customers, they use the CSV file only. It is also called as a flat file, FLAT, flat file. Okay. But there are customers that are using Excel file. There are customers that are using the XLSX file, JSON file, and text file, .txt file. But majority of the customers, majority of the projects where I worked for the last 15 years, I could see that they've been using, most of them, they were using CSV file, the flat file, okay? Even the text file is also they called as a flat file. What do you mean by text file? The file name extensions .txt. .csv is an extension, right? Or the file extension. Likewise, the text file extension is .txt. Okay, but .csv is the most popular one. That is what I loaded here. Now the sales W04 CSV file got loaded into my Power BI desktop successfully, no error. And if you notice one thing, so how do I make sure that the data file got loaded successfully? Just beneath the fields on the right side, you can see, the sales W04 here, right? Once you see this, that means, right, the file got loaded successfully, no error. Okay. And next to the file, if you see the icon, the table icon, you can see that. You might be wondering, hey, this is a .csv file. How come it represents this file as a table? No matter what type of file that you load it into your Power BI desktop, all the files will be considered as a table in Power BI desktop. For example, you are loading Excel file, JSON file, you are loading text file, you are loading some other file. Okay. Irrespective of the file types, it will consider everything as a table. Avinash, are you able to understand? Avinash, yes. Malum hai. Right, so this is what it considers all the type of file as a table. With this icon, you can understand. Okay, common format. Okay, the common for file type is table here, according to Power BI desktop. Okay, now the question is, okay, sir, the table got loaded here, fine. And what about the columns? Can I see the table's column? How can I see that? Right, so in that case, you just click on this arrow, right arrow. If you click on this, what will happen is It will get expanded. You can see all the columns that belongs to this table here. A lot of columns are there, right? That is what the columns, whatever you have seen it in the flat file, the same thing you are seeing it here. I closed it, okay? That file you are seeing it here. The next question is, okay, I was able to see the table. I can see the columns that belongs to this table. Where is the data? Can I see the data? Yes, for that, you need to click on this icon, data view. You want to see the data for this one, where you need to click on it, Avinash, you need to click on it in the data view. You need to click on the data view. There is an icon called data view. And what I do is I just go ahead and click on this one. Look here, on the right side still the sales W04 is there. It will take some time to load the data here. Initially, it will be blank. You need to have patience, wait for some time until the data get loaded. Look here, now the data got loaded here. Fine, good, very good. So row.id, all the things we can see it here. So after the first step is click on the get data and what are the file that you wanted, you click on that one. Let's say in my case, the .csv file, inside selected that one, selected the file, click on open, and wait for some time, and just the pen, it feels pain, you can find the, just beneath this one, you can see the file name. So all the files will be considered, all the type of files will be considered a table in Power BI Desktop. So once the file get loaded, you can see the file name here, and which is nothing but the table. If you want to see the columns, click on this one, you can see this one. And if you click on it one more time, it will get collapsed. If you want to expand it, click on it. Okay, and then what you do is to see the data, you go to the data view and then click on the appropriate table. So in the real times, you'll be using multiple tables, sales W04, sales W05, W6, something like that. If you want to see W06, you need to click on that file. Until then, you can see the data belong to that file, sales underscore W06. Got it? So this is called your data view. Don't get confused with Power Query Editor. Okay, so here we can see the data here. Okay, and if you click on the sales, see any one of the column, if you click on it, you will find another menu will get displayed here, right? Something like that. This is special thing. And if you see here, the sales column name, you can see it here. And then what data type this sales? It's a text data type. Something wrong here. Data is available, but the sales column got assigned with the text data type. It's supposed to be what data type, Avinash? Numeric data type. Number data type, but text. So can you perform any arithmetic operation? If you add +2 or +10 with the text column, will it work? It will not work. There is something wrong with the data. Okay, so fine. But here also in the data view also, we can check what data type each column is. I just show you here by clicking on other column. For example, when I click on the product name, look here, the product name is displaying here. It's a text data type. Okay, fine. This is fine. It's a text value is there. And when I go here on the left side, I have something order date. When I click on this, it shows text data type. Actually, order date column supposed to be date data type, date, but it's showing wrong data type. What happens is when you load the data into your Power BI desktop first time, Power BI, what it does is, it passes your data and then it assigns the data type. Okay, based on the values that are available in your file, columns, right? It will assign the data type automatically. Why it assign text here? Because according to Power BI, since you have used forward slash along the numeric value, it thought these are text, hence it assigned the text data type. And sales, look here, if you go to the sales column here, or let's say I just click on the quantity column, look here, quantity is a whole number, it's an integer. It automatically assigns the integer data type for the quantity column. And then when I click on discount, discount is a decimal. It's not a whole number, right? Your discount can be 0.53, 0.25. It correctly assigned the right data type. And similarly, when I click on the profit, I can see the decimal number. Prem Kumar, the profit is decimal, right? The quantity is the whole number. Okay, And don't tell me I go and buy a meat, 2.5 kgs will be there, right? So, but majority of the time it will be a whole number. Or if you want to change it to decimal number, you can change it. Okay, fine. But the thing is, quantity, discount, profit, these three columns are numeric columns. It got assigned with the correct data type, whereas sales got assigned with, though sales is also a numeric data type, it assigned the text data type to it. What is the problem here? Now you need to do some kind of analysis to find out why it assigned the text data type to this. There's something wrong here. And similarly, when you go to the order date column is supposed to be date data type. We need to convert this as a date data type. Similarly, ship date should also be date data type. We need to convert the date data type. Now the question is, why should I convert this as a date data type? Let it be there in text data type. If you cannot convert the ship date and order date, it's all date related columns. These date related columns, if you don't convert into date data type, you cannot perform any date related manipulation. I'll explain it little later. Okay. So what I will do is I'll just quickly go to the home tab. And then what I will do is, currently we are in the data view. I want to go to the report canvas. You need to click on this one. If you want to go to the data view, you just click on this. This is where you can see the model. This is your Power Pivot view. The sales W04, we have seen it something like this, right? On the right side, we have seen something like this, but the same thing that looks something like this, inside the box, they put it something like that, right? This is called your, data model. This is your table name. And here you can see the column names here. And if you have one more table, you can find the link here, the relationship between the tables. Okay, it's already 22:53. What we will do is tomorrow night, we will continue with the next topic. Okay, and the next topic tomorrow, what we will do is we'll load more than one table. And then what we will do is we'll do some kind of data transformation, the basic data transformation. And then I will help you to show how to connect to SQL Server also. Those of you who are yet to install SQL Server, please go ahead and install it. Don't ever postpone it. Hope it sounds good with you all. So anyhow, today we spent a lot of time in installation, all the things. Anyhow, please bear with this. Okay. Those of you already installed, you might have got annoyed, but please bear with this. Avinash, right? You already installed it. Okay. So what we'll do is tomorrow we will continue with the basic data transformation. Don't miss out tomorrow's session. It's very important. Okay. And try to, learn everything in English, because the interviewer will ask questions only in English. And, I'm going to use a very simple English for the sake of, I have a mix of people. Fine, guys. Since any questions so far? I explained you how to access my website and how to Prem. Where is Prem? Prem, he got dropped. See, this is what, is not good here. So at any cost, don't drop from the call, okay? See, as I told you, right, you can probably,